Hello guys, today I'll be showing you my new method that I created. So before I get started, I want to just tell you that I'm almost at 60 subscribers, and when I get there, I'm going to be making a Q&A video. So leave your questions for it in the comments below. Leave whatever questions you want. I may choose not to answer certain questions, just to keep some information confidential, but feel free to ask any question. So onto the method I created. I call it the I.S.A.A.C method, which stands for Ignore Somewhat Annoying Arbitrary Centers. And that means basically you don't care about the centers for most of the solve until basically the end. So I'll now show you the steps. So first, you're going to basically make F2L pairs all around, but you don't have to worry about the centers. So I would do these two, just like that. Then you're going to make another pair that's adjacent to it. You can make one diagonal to it, but you have more freedom if it's adjacent ones, because then you can just, once you've made the pairs, you can normally insert them in one or two moves. So it's more efficient if you just do ones adjacent to them. So next I would do this pair, like that. And then there's these two, and there's also these two. I'd actually do these two, because I can pair them up like that. And then sledgehammer it in. Then the last pair is right here. So I'd do that to bring this up here, like that. So now we have bars like this. We're going to extend them into 3x1 bars, or 3x1x1 bars, by solving the corners. So you could use what are they called? CMLLs, like they use in Rue, but I don't know all of the COLLs or any CMLLs, although most of them are basically the same. But anyways, so now you have 3x1x1 bars. Next, you're going to solve the bottom edges, and normally solve two adjacent ones, opposite ones, then the other two opposite ones. So I'd solve these two like that, and you'll notice that I'm not worrying about the centers, but at this point now you should worry about centers, because if you don't put them in the correct position, then you'll have the void cube parity, which is pretty easy to solve, but you want to avoid it. And so at this point you're going to first of all place these two edges, of course. Then you're also going to try to orient as many edges as possible. Most of the time you can orient all of them easily. Then you're going to also make sure that the centers aren't in a parity state. So I noticed that right now, just looking at the centers, they're in a parity state. So I'd just insert this with an M prime. Now you can see these can be cycled and these can be cycled. So then I'd just insert this, and I didn't orient all the edges, but now I have two flip cases like that. Then I just solve the centers. So if you have any suggestions on improvements on my method, I'd like to hear them, and thanks for watching.